So this mission, this institute that you created, the work that you did prior to the institute, your last statement sounds like there's no weariness at all. Your last statement, and that was going to be my question: are you tired?
Um, I don't think that I have a right to be tired.
Mm.
I should have been dead, 20 years ago. I've been living with HIV for nearly, 28 years I've been living with HIV. When I was infected, people were dead in 6 months. So for me, every day above ground is a good day. Almost very, very, very few people that were gay men, at least, that were friends of mine in 1982 are alive today. And so, it's all bonus as far as I'm concerned.
I've interviewed many women in Louisiana, in Los Angeles, in New York, in Ohio, who are HIV positive. And 99% of those women talked about how rich their lives are now. And that, and some of them have expressed that, it was a direct result of HIV because they became different people and they became empowered somehow. And I've heard, and I've had friends who have passed from complications from AIDS, and I've had, as I'm sure everybody in the room has. But then there was that moment where gay men talked about, well, I'm going to get it anyway, so I might as well get it over with. These kinds of things, those kinds of issues and problems don't make you weary or make you callous in some kind of way.
They certainly don't make me callous, and certainly I get tired of a lot of it, which is different from being tired. I think that again you raise a lot of issues. I'm not in the camp that HIV is a blessing. I'm not buying it. So now, do people turn their lives around? Absolutely. Do people find a focus and a direction as a result of HIV? Absolutely. But I think part of that is a tragedy in our culture. That you have to get to this point to find purpose. And I believe, quite frankly, that we need to do better than that. We need to find ways for people to find purpose and focus without having to be infected with HIV.
And that I can live with the meds.
That's right, exactly. Now, to the point that gay men feel like I'm going to get it anyway, so I might as well get it over with. Well, that's just flat out not true. We can control this. We have the power, to control this. There's a lot of conversation in Black communities around conspiracy theories, and I don't have those conversations because, I don't necessarily know if there's a conspiracy going on or not. I don't necessarily know if there's this white man behind a curtain that's going around making sure that we're all dying from HIV. But I will bet you one thing: if there is a conspiracy, I'm not going to help them out. And I think that's the way we need to think about it. We don't need to help them out. If they're trying to get rid of us. And so. I don't believe that HIV is inevitable. I think that, in fact, we can protect ourselves. I think we have to protect ourselves. We need to create venues in which we get to explore why people feel that kind of hopelessness. We need to figure out ways to provide hope and purpose for folks' lives so they don't need to get to this point. We need to value folks, and understand that everybody matters. I think that what AIDS does allow us to do is to look at a lot of these cultural challenges and imbalances, and figure out ways that we can be a more human people, a more caring people, a people that are more committed to lifting folks up, because it certainly is right there when you deal with HIV. Now, HIV, while it is clearly a health issue, it is also a civil rights issue. It is a justice issue. It's a human rights issue. It's an urban renewal issue. It's an education issue. It's an economic issue. And so all of those issues, and that's one of the reasons why I talk about embracing all of Black America in a solution around HIV, is that all of those issues that our institutions are founded to address, they are all a part of the fight against HIV.
So to that end, you said that there has to be a national policy on HIV and AIDS to address HIV and AIDS in Black America, and I'm doing my best to remember your exact words. I'm going to paraphrase that this administration has to write that, has yet to write that. Where are you with that now? What must